Alright, now we're going to learn how to create our own teach pendant program. It's one of the only kind of programs I know how to use on this at this point. And we're going to do so by selecting create or F2. We're going to give it a name. In order to change the name, see in this words right here, I'll use these predefined words right here. You'll be able to see better when you're doing it. Go down to uppercase or lowercase. I'm just going to call this A, A, A. I'm just going to call it AAA, triple A. And when we're done, we're going to press enter. And then we're going to click edit. So that's what our starting program looks like. So now there's a couple ways you can do this. You can either make shift registers by clicking data and assigning every register to a point. For example, click this point. Well, actually, you name the point. Let's see if I'm doing this right. Well, never mind, scratch that. I don't know what I'm talking about in the data. So right now our robot is in teach mode on and T1 down there. So now we're going to make a point. The easiest way I like to do it is by pressing shift and then F1 or point. And it automatically makes a point wherever we're at in the program. We're going to make a point. Now we're going to click shift, hold the hand switch, first setting, press shift, hold reset. Now we're ready to jog. Going to move in the Z direction at 25%. Alright, now I'm going to go shift, point again. Alright, now say you want to turn on that drill up there. You probably can't see very well, but it's there. We're going to go ahead and let go of our hand switch, and we're going to press this arrow right here, or next. And our menu should change. And then we're going to click insert, I/O. Now, what all these things mean is DO is digital output, R is robot input equals digital input, robot output equals robot input equals robot input, group output, robot input, analog output. I'm not sure what F is, and so on and so forth. For this purpose, I'm going to click RO equals ... So this is saying robot output is, I'm going to turn some robot something on. So now we're going to go to IO by pressing right here to make sure we know the right one. To see the robot IO, press type robot or 6, enter. Make sure we're on out. I think for input, there's no real robot inputs that I know of. I could be wrong. Alright, so now we want to turn RO1 is the gripper, which has been modified from the grippers to the drill. So we're going to go back to our program by selecting edit, and then we put in 1. And then it's going to say IO statement. Do we want it on, off, pulse width, and other options that I'm not going to talk about. So we want it to turn on. Alright, so at that point it's going to turn on, and then we're going to jog our robot. If you don't remember how to do this, see earlier in the video. We're going to go minus, Z minus in the world mode. And then we're going to insert a point by shift F1 with point being displayed. If you can't see point, press next until you do. Alright, now we're going to turn off the drill. So we're going to go insert, IO, RO, RO1 equals off. Alright, so that's made a simple program turning on the outputs. Now to execute this this program, you can, if you make sure you still hold the hand switch, and then press Shift forward right here, and then we'll watch the robot execute. Alright, that's how you execute the program. Now, say we want to execute this same program from that start button. We'll go to setup 6, macro 5, and we're going to click choice, and we're going to click AAA. Alright, so now if we're in auto mode, let's flip it to auto by changing to off, and then changing this key switch to auto. You can't really see right here. Bear with me. Readjust the camera. I'm an ERT major, not a robotics. Or not a. Excuse me. I am an ERT major, not a digital humanities major. So now we changed positions. Notice we still have this error right here. We're just going to press reset with nothing else, and it'll reset the fault. So now, if we press our start button, it'll move. And notice we're at 25%. If you press shift and +1, notice we're at 50%. So now we're going to press start again and watch the difference. And that's 50%. So, and that's how you make a program and assign it to macro. There is a lot more you can do with this. You can use a different type. There's 3 different programming systems that you can use for these little FANUC 200 IC robots, which I'm not going to go into, but you can use them. And if you refer to the documentation, you'll be able to figure out possibly what you want to do. If you can't, there's this number right here. You can call, and you'll need the robot number on there as well. Make sure you do tech support, not production support. The guys get a little ticked off if they don't figure out you're a student and you're calling and that there's production robots down. That's about it for now. Good luck.